The first thing we need to do for the course outcomes assessment process is add the outcomes for our courses to our course in Moodle, to our courses in Moodle. To access Moodle, go to our website, tillamookbaycc.edu, and click on Moodle in the top right-hand corner. Once you're logged in, click on My Courses. You should see your spring courses. Go ahead and click on the first one you want to work with. We're going to be making a small change to your course, and remember that anytime you want to make changes to your courses in Moodle, you want to turn editing on up here at the top. If you scroll down to just above week 1 or section 1, you're going to see this course outcomes assessment SP21. If you scroll down to just above week 1 or section 1 in your course, you're going to find this course outcomes assessment SP21. This houses all of our tools we need for this process. Eventually we'll click on this and enter our narrative responses. Additionally, you can find your link to your CCOGs and a link to the rubric used for student ratings for each of the outcomes assessments. The first thing we're going to do is click on Access Your CCOGs. It's going to open up in a new tab, and this is going to take you to the Curriculum Resources SharePoint. Within this page, scroll down and click on Approved CCOGs. And I'm going to use Math 111 as an example. So we're going to scroll down and find Math. On a rare occasion, you may have to scroll up once you've clicked on your subject area to find your CCOG. For instance, for some reasons, Math 99 and Math 105 are tucked above the fold on this page. So go ahead and click on the class you're looking for. So I'm looking for Math 111 in this case. The CCOG has the course description, course outcomes, assessment strategies, course content, and an outline. Additionally, if you scroll down, you'll come to an outcomes crosswalk. And this is the important part for us. It lists the course learning outcomes that we looked at above, but with the labels we need for the outcomes assessment process. So course learning outcomes will be labeled 1 through 4 or 1 through 6, CLO1, CLO2, CLO3, through CLO4 or CLO6. Program learning outcomes will be labeled PLO1 through PLO4 or 5. Additionally, they may look like PLO GE2, like we have here. You may also see PLO AG 1, 2, 3, and PLO NR for natural resource. So AG for agriculture and NR for natural resources. So I'm going to break this guy off, maybe, and move him over. We're using this for reference. We don't have to copy and paste anything over to Moodle, but we do need to kind of, know what our outcomes are and see how they're labeled. Back in Moodle, find this course outcomes assessment quiz again, but don't click on it. On the far right, click on Edit and Edit Settings. And we're going to add our outcomes. We're going to check off our outcomes in the settings for this quiz. And this will apply them to the course for us. So scroll down and find outcomes. And we're going to select CLO 1 through 4. If you click an extra one, right now I can uncheck that, but if you save this, you won't be able to uncheck it. That's okay. Obviously, try not to check extra outcomes for your own sake. But if you do, it's okay. You can just leave them blank when you go to enter your scores. If you go back to our CCOG, Course Content and Outcomes Guide, we've got our program outcomes, PLO 1 and PLO GE 2 are the only program learning outcomes used in Math 111. So come back to Moodle and your outcomes section and scroll down and find PLO 1 and PLO GE 2. And finally, we have the institutional learning outcomes here. They're going to be listed ILO 1 through 4. Depending on the outcomes you have in your course. For Math 111, we only have ILO 3 listed. So that's the one we're going to check off in the settings in Moodle. So come back to Moodle one more time. I mean, not one more time, but one more time for this process. Come back to Moodle and scroll down and find the ILOs and check off ILO 3. Once you're done, you can double check, make sure you've checked everything off that needs to be checked. Once you're done, go ahead and save and return to course.